Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Protost podcast. Tonight, we have the president of the club with us, Faten.
Hi, Mariam.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing well. Thank you so much. Faten, I want you to introduce yourself a little bit for the audience to know more about you.
Okay. As Mariam mentioned, I think many of you already know my name, Faten. I'm professionally a business development associate, so I work a lot with the customer side, the partner side, the investor side. But in Protos, I was lucky enough to be the president of the club. But of course, before that, I was a member, a guest, and vice president of membership, of education, of public relations, and I was capable of learning a lot actually from Protos, from Toastmasters, from different angles.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And the best thing is that you've been in multiple positions in the club. So, for how long have you been in this club?
I think at first, as a guest, I attended for around 1 year, as a guest, because I was very hesitant whether to join the club or not. And I think as well, I had classes at night, so my schedule wasn't 100% free. So approximately 3 to 4 years, 3 years as a guest and 2 years as a member.
Interesting. And okay, let me ask you this: why you were hesitant? Okay, aside of your classes, is there something that you weren't sure about in the Protest Club?
I think it was more of I was not sure if I am the right person to join a speaking club in general. Protost, I think that the reason why I was coming back is because of the community. It was really a close and positive community, so you wouldn't find a reason not to come back. But if I looked inside of myself, I would think maybe it's not the right time, maybe I'm not in the right place for me. Maybe I need to learn new things to become eligible to join Protost. But eventually you just believe that you can do it and you join, and then the journey starts.
And then you become a president.
Then you become the vice president.
I do believe that everybody has this feeling of hesitancy when they join for the first time, especially the guests. They feel that everybody, maybe they are better than them and they are not very confident about themselves.
100%.
But it means that Protost helps you to improve this confidence in yourself.
100%. I think every role, whether you're taking a role as a role taker in the meeting or even in the execom, it does add some sort of confidence to your personal level because one, you're showing yourself that you can do it, and two, you're learning new things. And as long as you're learning new things, you're progressing, and this progress gives you the satisfaction feeling about yourself. And I think this is what helps us to come back on stage and take another role and then improve and come back.
Interesting. Let's now take Faten to her first time on stage in Protost. Do you remember that day or not?
I remember my icebreaker. I think the table topics question would be, okay, the table topics question, I do remember it. I had this question, and what I did, I turned my back to the audience because the question was a bit hard, and it was even harder to think on stage. So what I did to disconnect myself from the environment, you just turn your back, which is maybe the first thing that you shouldn't do on stage. And I tried to stay within my own mind and just concentrate and try to find an answer. And it took me like 2 minutes on stage to find the answer to the question. And I still remember that the first second the green card was raised, I said thank you and I left the stage.
Well, that's very interesting. And it means that, were you shaking by that moment? How was your feeling inside? Was it difficult? Was it normal?
100% I was shaking. I think I still have this shaky move a bit till this day, but knowing that you're in a supportive environment for sure will decrease the stress. But on that day, the first time you're on stage, one, you have all the eyes looking at you, but honestly, they are looking at you because they want to learn something from you, and they're not judging you.
Exactly.
When you start thinking from that perspective, I think you would be okay with people looking at you or you being on stage with full confidence and being comfortable.
Interesting. And so that was your first feeling, being first time on stage. What do you feel now, being the president of Protost for the second time, and where you have to go on stage every time and give an impromptu introduction? Like, how do you feel about this?
Full of excitement. I think Faten, the old Faten wouldn't recognize the Faten of today because, yes, the first time when we were introduced on stage for the first time as a guest or a first-time member, you have the stress inside of you. Now, when you're asked on stage, of course, you still have the good level of stress, but you're excited because, oh, finally, I'm on stage.
Well, that's very nice. Faten, we're not going to make this episode very long. The main purpose of this episode is to let people know more about you as the president of our club and more about the feeling of being on stage. Would you like to give a small advice for the people? The camera is yours. Give them a small advice on anything related to the stage.
Okay, I'm gonna think since I only have one message.
Don't give your back to the camera.
I think this would be the first message. Don't turn your back to the audience. I won't turn my back to the camera. Yeah, I think the first thing that helped me is not to overthink my message. So I think it's gonna be your theme today. Less is more. And it's very true, less is more, especially in your early journey as a member or even as a guest on the stage. You think that you want to talk about X and Y and explain how we reach Y and how we reach X, but just having one idea, one simple idea, and just making sure that this idea is delivered to the audience in the simplest way is good enough, is a great starting point actually. So don't overthink your ideas, don't try to explain 20 pages of research in 1 minute of stage talk. Just believe and be passionate about the message you want to deliver and try to explain it as if you're explaining it to a 5 years old member or guest.
Thank you. That's really amazing. Thank you so much, Faten, for being with us tonight. And thank you, everybody, for watching this episode. And stay tuned for our next episode with a new guest. And thank you. Bye-bye.
That's amazing what you're doing. I think as a VPR Vice President of Public Relations, or the excitement that you're showing and having this podcast is an additional space, an additional platform for the members to come and share ideas and for others to learn and to listen to each other. And it's also a great energy to show within the club. I hope this will reflect your efforts. It will also reflect the members and encourage everyone to participate. It's such a cozy environment to have a conversation with you, and I'm sure that it's going to be such a success.
Thank you so much. I don't know if I have to say something, but that means a lot to me. Thank you.